As weeks pass by, we look back at the tragic Robb Elementary School shooting, which claimed the lives of 19 elementary students, including 2 teachers, leaving behind the Uvalde community to simply ask, why?
My niece died. I have a 6-year-old that just told me, I don't want to go to school. Why? To be shot? We want answers to where the security is going to take place.
On May 24th, a gunman entered Robb Elementary armed with an assault rifle and began firing inside the school. The chaos ensued for 77 minutes before officers killed the shooter. According to the Texas Tribune, the shooter purchased 2 AR platform rifles just a day after his 18th birthday. Now the families and mourners all across the community and nation visit the memorial site at Robb Elementary. Gun violence has run rampant in the U.S., as CNN reports that 246 mass shootings have occurred just in 2022. 10 mass shootings occurred in just one weekend since the Robb Elementary shooting. GSU President Dr. Cheryl Green said in a statement, quote, "For the families who lost loved ones in New York, California, and now Texas, we express our condolences, and our hearts go out to all of those who were affected by these heinous acts of violence." The House voted on Wednesday, June 8th, to pass the Protect Our Kids Act, which will raise the legal age to buy a semi-automatic rifle from 18 to 21.
On this vote, the yeas are 223, the nays are 204. The bill is passed.
There's a sense of urgency here. There is a national momentum because of the mass shootings that we've had in the last several weeks, a political momentum, which is rare. You can feel it on Capitol Hill.
Senator Chris Murphy is determined to bring a change to gun laws in the U.S.
I'm more confident than ever that we're going to get there, but I'm also more anxious about failure this time around.
Although the House passed the Protect Our Kids Act, it's unlikely that the legislation will move in the Senate. Still, our hearts remain with all of those affected by gun violence.
That's why I'm so grateful that y'all have made your way to Uvalde and prayed with our little town, our little community here, because there's so many broken hearts, and we need to come together, and it's just so powerful.
This is Dante Corona, reporting for GSU TV.
Unfortunately, the death of the suspect, but that's the safest alternative, to keep that threat out of that school.
In Alabama on June 9th, Robert Tyler White tried to intrude on Walnut Park Elementary School, leading to his death. Police received reports from locals. A suspicious man trying to open several doors to the building and attempting to get into vehicles in the parking lot. These reports were passed on to the school's resource officer. Once the suspect was spotted, a fight broke out, and White attempted to grab the police officer's firearm. When backup arrived, White was shot and died on scene. Superintendent Tony Reddick talks about how this incident could have been similar to the outcome in Texas.
We understood that in the Uvalde situation, that very unfortunate situation, that particular gunman was able to get into an unlocked door, so our doors remain locked.
In the end, 34 children were unharmed. I am Claude T. Martinez, reporting for GSU TV. On June 8th, 5 Marines were killed in a plane crash in the remote California desert. On the training mission, the MV-22 Osprey crash happened at 12:25 p.m. The Osprey is a hybrid plane and helicopter that has been criticized for its safety record. It can take off and land like a helicopter, but can transit as a turboprop aircraft. The internet was worried about what cargo could be aboard.
Contrary to social media rumors, there is no nuclear material aboard the aircraft, and we'll get you more information as we can.
West Sacramento Mayor Martha Guarano talked about losing a Marine in her local community.
The Marines who were training are heroes. They were trying to protect our country.
After the next of kin were notified, a memorial service was held at a Sacramento minor league baseball game before the first pitch. The 5 killed Marines were Captain John Sachs, Captain Nicholas Losapio, Corporal Nathan Carlson, Corporal Seth Rasmussen, and Lance Corporal Evan Strickland. I am Claude T. Martinez, reporting for GSU TV.
Since 11 o'clock we've been here. And
I confess I haven't. Just as us 4 o'clock in the morning count.
The Platinum Jubilee for Queen Elizabeth II was held on the first weekend in June. This marks Queen Elizabeth's 70th year as Queen of the Commonwealth countries. The longest ruling British monarch started the weekend with the Trooping of Color military parade. The Queen is greeted by a royal salute and carries out an inspection of the troops. The foot guards and the household cavalry then march past Her Majesty. With her being 96 years old, she missed the Thanksgiving church service due to discomfort from Thursday trooping of the color. This did not stop the public enjoyment of the royal family making their appearances. When it comes to how to mark 70 years as your queen, there is no guidebook to follow. It really is a first. But I have been humbled and deeply touched that so many people have taken to the streets to celebrate my Platinum Jubilee. I am Claude T. Martinez, reporting for GSU TV. The baby formula shortage is on the rise. In the United States, over 70% of formulas are out of stock. In early May, 2 infants died from an infection. The FDA recalled several brands of formula after a Michigan plant found pathogens in its product, leading to an investigation.
FDA's timeliness of interviewing the whistleblower and getting into the facility for a for-cause inspection were too slow, and some decisions in retrospect could have been more optimal.
This adds more pressure to the Food and Drug Administration because they have harsh regulations on international baby formulas. Switzerland was able to meet these requirements and sent a shipment to Indiana in late May.
And what we're encouraging here at Riley Children's Health, and then also nationally through the American Academy of Pediatrics, is to reach out and connect with pediatricians and with the other infrastructure we have through WIC offices. Although it's going to take some time to get us back up to where we need to have that availability. What I saw today and what has been expressed to us is that this is the first shipment of several to help us bridge that gap.
FDA Commissioner Robert Califf stated at the Senate Health Committee that it's going to be a gradual improvement up to probably somewhere around 2 months until the shelves are repleted again. I am Claude T. Martinez, reporting for GSU TV.
Welcome to GSU TV, where today we are talking about Juneteenth. Governor State had a Juneteenth celebration this past Saturday, and it was an absolute blast. Everybody came out to support, not to mention the talent they came out. The Acme MB Church Gospel Choir came, and they put on an absolute show. The choir did amazing as they sang for multiple staff members and students that came to the party. Governor State also had an art gallery you can go to after hearing the choir sing. The art is made by fellow Governor State University students as they are displaying their appreciation for Juneteenth. The display of their work is second to none, and their art speaks for itself as it has meaning to the day. Governor State also invited the Illinois Philharmonic Orchestra Quintet to celebrate Juneteenth. They played the Black National Anthem to show representation of the African American community. This event has been a blast, and everybody who came will make this memorabilia. This is John Redfield Jr. reporting for GSU TV.
Have you ever considered a career in physical therapy? Physical therapy is one of the fastest growing occupations in the U.S. A career in physical therapy is often very exciting and rewarding. If you are looking to earn your doctorate in physical therapy, then look no further than Governor State. I spoke to the chairman of the PT program, Dr. David Deers, to get additional information on the program.
To get into GSU's PT program, you need to have a bachelor's degree. And then there's a group of, I think like 17 or 18 prerequisite courses that you also had to have taken, and then take the GRE. And then you can come, apply to the program. Each year we take somewhere between 30 and 35. We usually average about 32 students a year that start in the program. Physical therapy programs are very difficult to get into. There's currently only 6 in the state of Illinois. Our kind of special niche in the world of physical therapy, especially in Illinois, is in the south suburbs. We're the only state school in the south region that has a physical therapy program. Well, the benefits of physical therapy is you're guaranteed a job. Right now, people are really, really looking for physical therapists. There are some clinics out there that are offering $20,000 to $30,000 sign-on bonuses. Just for the pure employment aspect. But when you start getting into the medical field, it's a very rewarding field. You're actually working with the patients on usually 2 to 3 times a week basis. So you have your hands on the patients, actually helping them achieve their goals. One of the most important things is we really work with students to get through the program. For our accreditation, they have a minimum of an 80% graduation rate, which I think is atrocious personally, only graduating 80% of your students. So when we bring students in, we bring them in with the goal of getting them through the program. Our graduation rate is up near 99%. I think our program kind of sets itself apart as far as how well we're willing to work with the students.
For more information on the physical therapy program, you can email Dr. Deers or visit GSU's website at govst.edu. This is Dante Corona reporting for GSU TV. If you are attending community college in the Chicagoland area and plan to seek a bachelor's degree after graduation, then you may be eligible for the dual degree program. Governor State University has partnered with multiple community colleges to assist students in earning quality and affordable associate and bachelor's degrees.
So the dual degree program is a partnership with 17 community colleges in the Chicagoland area that allows students to be involved in Governor State early in their experience while completing their associate's degree, have a seamless transfer over to Governor State, and finish the bachelor's degree in the shortest amount of time possible. So with the dual degree program, joining the earlier the better, because you do lock in Governor State's tuition rate at the time of joining DDP. And then also we waive your application fee, we have guaranteed admissions to Governor State, and also have the opportunity to compete for exclusive scholarships that are only available to dual degree program students. We have a GSU Promise Scholarship for students who are typically Pell eligible and have at least a 2.75 GPA. And then also the DDP Honors Scholarship for students with a 3.5 and have been members of their community college honors program or members of Phi Theta Kappa. It's a 2-year scholarship, covers full tuition and fees here at Governor State.
The dual degree program locks in tuition at GSU and offers even more help to students.
A couple other benefits for the dual degree program is students are assigned a designated transfer specialist to assist in their academic advising prior to coming to Governor State to make sure each of their credits will transfer and they're graduating in the shortest amount of terms possible. And also throughout that experience, students are invited to different social engagements, honorary recording ceremonies to acknowledge the completion of those 2 degrees, and are just part of the GSU family throughout that entire process. Easy to sign up and it's free. So all you have to do is go online and complete our dual degree program enrollment form, which is on off of our website. You're able to link that from our website, complete that form, attach unofficial transcripts if you're able. We approve it at our end to verify that students are definitely enrolled at their community college, and then you're in. Prairie State College student Manuel Reza started as a transfer student, came over here to Governor State through the dual degree program. When he finished, he graduated early with his bachelor's degree and then became actually our graduate assistant within the program and continues to work with us now and is now graduating with his master's and moving on to a doctoral program this fall.
So, as you search for your next university, don't forget about the dual degree program at GSU.
So it's, again, it's family, and once you're part of DDP, we try to make sure that you go beyond the dual degrees.
This is Dante Corona reporting for GSU TV.
Welcome to GSU TV, where today we'll be talking about the Gaming League and also the gaming tournament that GSU just had this past week. And we will get a deeper dive into how they got this thing rolling.
We're here with Gamers Unite. Sina with the Center for Student Engagement and Intercultural Programs was kind enough to help set this up. I'm here hoping to gain interest in the gaming club so that, post-pandemic we can get some interaction with students who enjoy gaming. So anyone who's interested in either online gaming like League of Legends, Rocket League, or in person, console gaming, we'd love to do that. So we're just kind of having pizza, having a nice time, playing Mortal Kombat, and then Mario Kart, as well as Super Smash. So it's a nice time.
We were looking for events for the Spring Fest, right? And I thought this would be a great event. I mean, I'd spoken with Edson, the student athlete, senator, right? And we're just looking for how best to, involve students. Due to the pandemic, a lot of activities have kind of like just died down. So just looking for how best we can involve students on campus. And he told me that a lot of students like to play games. So I was like, okay, fine, yeah, let's do it. And then So we brought together, as SAC, Student Activities Council, and then we brought the gaming department, the gaming club, because we already have a student gaming club. We brought them in, and then I had Edson bring in like the student athletes as well. So again, it's just trying to revive the gaming community and then make sure students have fun and feel part of campus and just build that sort of a Jaguar pride in students.
The gaming league was a success and everybody had fun. I also hopped on the sticks myself and had a blast too. This is John Redfield, and thank you for watching GSU TV.
Beyond conversation, Red Summer had a preview event and an open discussion about the 1919 race riots in Chicago. Kicking off the event was the short segment of the play Red Summer, created by Shepsu Aku and Andrew White. Center for Performing Arts visitors saw a glimpse of the events before the rioting. The racial tensions in Chicago intensified during the Great Migration, and Eugene Williams fell victim. On July 27, 1919, Eugene was struck in the head by a rock and drowned in Lake Michigan. This is because of the invisible line. Racial groups in Chicago identified the invisible line by seeing the opposite race, and if they crossed, they would be subject to being attacked. George Starber was the perpetrator, killing Eugene with a rock, but Starber dodged charges. What followed next was 8 days of rioting, causing 38 deaths and 500 injuries. Political science major Chastity Simeon discussed her findings about Red Summer.
One takeaway that I know now is the incident of the beach where Eugene was an individual that was killed during this period based off the invisible line. And it was kind of breathtaking and actually emotional, tragic experience.
Simeon adds her thoughts on how we can be a better community to others.
Just speak to someone different from you. Literally be open and optimistic to change and to diversity, because it's important for us to learn a different perspective and livelihood of a different individual other than ourselves or our cultural backgrounds.
Principal and editorial director Walter M. Perkins talked about the importance of knowing your history.
Our young people need to be more connected to their history. It gives them a better sense of who they are, what their ancestors have done, and just the whole richness that they come out of. It's not being done with, those discussions are not happening often enough within families.
Mr. Perkins also shares how the older generation can better inform young people.
Share a book that you've read and give it to somebody, and then after they've read it, talk to them about it. A couple of times during the program today, the word context was used. And our young people, they don't have any context. They mostly deal with their own peers, and they don't have any much in the way of top-down information in terms of how things really are, and when things happen to them, how to evaluate those things in terms of their lives.
Actresses Lauren Welsman and Chloe Belangelo explained the importance of telling the Red Summer story to the public.
Even though it's a dark story to tell, it's still fun. And so with the fun, there's humanness that comes with the characters as well. And so seeing themselves in a way, so I think that's important. I know for myself, I didn't even know that this happened until in the last few years. These sort of stories are important, and I think being able to see it in a way that's theatrical, that's fun, that you can sing and dance, kind of eases the trauma of it all.
I think it definitely teaches us that two things can be true at once. Something can be hopeful and tragic at the same time. And I think we all felt that the first time we did a cast reading of the show and we said those words out loud.
To see the full premiere production of Red Summer, be sure to save the date, which will be held the 3rd and 4th weekend at the CPA in September. For more information about Red Summer, please visit govst.edu/Red Summer. Thank you for watching. This is Claude T. Martinez for GSU TV.
Hello, I'm Eric Meeks from GSU TV, and I'm covering a leadership series presented by Governor State University. Policymakers, private sector leaders, and stakeholders gather here together to share ideas, discuss opportunities, point out challenges, and offer solutions to the new emerging industry of electric vehicles in Illinois.
We've committed to having 1 million electric vehicles on the road by 2030 and hope to be at 100% renewable energy by 2050. So we really think we need to set set out that vision first and foremost and then deliver on that piece. Third, I think to me, the heart of this is the workforce, right? I think our people are our strongest asset in Illinois, and we're really focused on preparing our workforce for these jobs in the green economy and focusing on equity, making sure that it's accessible to all Illinoisans is really critical to the work that we're doing. And then fourth, leveraging that existing assets and infrastructure that Dan really hit home. There's so many things that are great about Illinois, and we want to make sure the world knows that Illinois has that infrastructure, and we continue to invest in it through capital investments, workforce investments, and just making sure that the people and infrastructure of Illinois.
After the event, I had the privilege to speak to Rick Bryant, the senior advisor of Congresswoman Robin Kelly. What was the immediate benefits that you've seen moving to an electric vehicle?
Well, the most immediate benefit of electric vehicles is to clean our environment, to get rid of fossil fuel burning cars, replace it with cleaner cars. You know, electric cars aren't completely clean, but they are. It will decarbonize our air. It'll reduce global warming, climate change. It's the biggest emitter of dangerous greenhouse gases is the automobile and vehicles. So if we can clean up those, we can clean up our environment. We can reduce some of the severe weather impacts we have around the world. So that's the biggest advantage of electric cars. The secondary advantage is it's going to welcome in an entire new industry. I mean, there'll be economic opportunities for producing batteries, for microchip production, innovation, manufacturing, all kinds of new things. It will create a new paradigm in the world economy, really. A new industry. So you got the economic benefits of new opportunities for jobs in new fields, and then of course the overriding benefit is just the environment. We'll be cleaning up the environment, doing something good for the environment, and quite frankly, I own an electric vehicle, and it's the most fun car you'll ever drive. I mean, they're smart, they're efficient, they're fun, quick. So you know, even if people don't believe in global warming, they should buy an electric car because you'll experience something that's very enjoyable, and you know, the side impact is creating jobs and cleaning the environment.
This is Eric Meeks from GSU TV. Thanks for watching.
Welcome to GSU TV, where today we will be talking about the civil service event GSU just had to show appreciation to the staff in different departments and to let them know why they are the reason that Governor State is one of the best campuses in Chicago's South Suburban area.
So normally we have our Civil Service Day in January, but we decided to have it a little bit earlier because we've been in the pandemic and having not gotten a chance to come together. We thought it would be a good opportunity and take this advantage to bring everyone back together so we can fellowship the importance of celebrating our civil service staff here on campus. It was a committee of us that got together, a team of us that got together and planned the event all to make everything happen. So it isn't a one-man show, but I'm happy to be a part of a team that made it all come together so we can appreciate and celebrate our civil service staff here on campus. My role was basically just helping it all come together. I was just one of the entities that made it possible. So I just kind of jumped in wherever was necessary. I helped with our chairperson to make it all come together. But again, it was a team for us to do it.
This day is about honoring the people who are the wind beneath our wings. I can't do it. We can't do it without all of you.
This is an annual event that GSU throws to show appreciation to the staff. The games that were played and the prizes that were won by staff members will of course be memorabilia. This is John Redfield Jr. reporting for GSU TV.
April Showers Brings May Flowers is a fundraiser to support faculty by giving back to those who help craft student skills while at GSU.
We're selling carnations for graduating students, or maybe a student wants to buy a graduation flower. for a professor or any part of faculty that made a difference in their overall time here. And we have stickers, markers. With the purchase of any carnation bouquet, you're able to make a card for that person and just really let them know whatever it is you want them to know.
The proceeds of the event are going to be sent not only to the GSU Psychology Club, but back to others.
So it actually is going to Psychology Club just so we could fund some of the events that we had throughout the semester that, really do enhance the student life here. So for instance, we had our Slice and Grad Advice events, so that's where we grabbed 8 to 10 graduate students of all different programs, and they were able to, give tips, advice from, the grad application process all the way up to self-care tips, to undergraduate students and, any other questions that they had. We also did blankets for animals because, they were hit pretty bad during COVID. That's where our proceeds will be going to, to just enhance not only student life, but also get back to the community as a whole.
One of the creative events held by Psychology Club was a movie night where students learned the deeper meaning of a film.
We had a PJ and movie night event where we watched a psychological thriller, and we discussed, some of the psychological aspects of the movie, and we enjoyed some pizza and just overall getting to know our GSU Psychology Club members. And we also had people that weren't in the club there, so it was great to get to know everybody.
Being a part of this club does not need a long-term commitment. It is available for all students interested in the psyche of the mind.
So what I do love about Psychology Club is you do not have to be a psychology major. It's just if you have an interest in it, you can automatically join. And, just being a leader and just overall really giving back to the community, that's what I feel like we're all about. And it's such, like you said, we're not only looking for members, but we're looking for leaders. So maybe if you want to do an event that's different in the school, then feel free to become a leader, and that will definitely enhance not just your leadership skills, learning how to do fundraising, learning how to plan an event, but to overall just give back.
For more information regarding GSU Psychology Club, please visit govst.campuslabs.com/engage, then type in Psychology Club. I am Claude T. Martinez, reporting for GSU TV.
Welcome to GSU TV, where today we'll be talking about one of the newest and hottest spots in Chicagoland's South Suburban area, MVP Studio and Spa. MVP Studio and Spa is located in Lansing, Illinois. They are open Tuesday through Saturday, and the experience that customers will have here are second to none.
MVP Studio and Spa opened the fall of 2021. My vision as the owner was to create a one-stop shop for guests to come in and enjoy personal care services. As a licensed esthetician, I offer facials, lash extension, waxing services, and much more. When you come to MVP Studio and Spa, you're not just receiving a service, you're getting an experience.
Here at MVP Studio and Spa, we offer a luxury, warm, and relaxing experience. We cater to all of your self-care needs. I am the licensed nail technician here at MVP Studio and Spa. I specialize in healthy nails and foot care. Not only will you leave here with beautiful nails, but healthy nails. We welcome you to come visit us here. If you book with me, you will leave with an experience second to none.
MVP Studio and Spa has the most upscale customer service in Chicago's South Suburban area. They also have a website you can go to where you can book appointments, request specific stylists, and also buy the product that they use. They also have a Facebook and Instagram page at MVP Studio and Spa. This is John Redfield Jr. reporting for GSU TV.